Hey guys, Mortalvamp here, and I'm coming at you. It is that time of the week, I guess, best way to put it. And we are talking about the gold challenge that I've been working on and trying to make gold in the game. As you can see, I am posting the items right now that I'm pulling out of the mailbox, and we're about to go in and see how much gold have I made in the week. Now this is just going to be one tune. We'll bounce over to the other because obviously we're going to have to go through the same routine of taking out the expired stuff, putting it back in, which is a daily routine. Now if you really want to do the farming like everyone else, to where they basically have to go back and check if they've been undercut and so forth, which is kind of tedious, but it is possible to do. You could do that. I don't do that only because it really is time consuming, and I feel that if somebody's going to buy my stuff, it's going to happen regardless. And I kind of really don't want to be. I know this ain't the thing that most other gold farmers would tell you that the way you should think of it, but I kind of don't want to be the person who continues to drop the amount until voila, we've got something going on. So that's where I stand with that. It's kind of my view, and then it could be the wrong view. I mean, there's other people who would say, oh no, this is the way it is. Wow, is that video really that bad? We're gonna do some tweaking because from my broadcaster it looks wonderful, but I'm not sure why I see it going out to you guys so grainy and horrible. So we're gonna do some tweaking for you. Maybe get it looking way better. That's gonna take a moment to delay, so we'll come back to the mailbox in a moment. If not, it's this other add-on that I have, which means I'll have to close down the game and reopen it without that add-on, because it takes away from the computer, so like the RAM and everything, so you could run a better game, clearer game, and I thought I'd give it a shot. I know you probably can't tell in the grainy, horrible looking window, but up at the top is this little green button, and then it tells you frames per second, and that's supposed to make everything so much nicer, but it doesn't look like it works well with streams. So as soon as these last auctions are posted, I'll go ahead and put them up. So you're listening to a blurred version of the game for the moment, and I'm holding completely still to see if that would clear it up, but I don't think it's going to. I really think it's this program. So not a problem. We'll fix that in just a brief moment. I have not seen any questions come in, so I don't know how you guys are doing on your gold. I'd like to know. Let me know in the comments below. Maybe we can work together. I did do some farming this week, and in that farming I thought, well, maybe we'll get lucky and get some pretty good stuff out of it. It seems like I did, and I don't remember if I just posted it or not, so we're going to double check here in a second. If not, I will tell you what it was, because the crazy part about it is it's selling, and I didn't think it would sell as well as it's selling, which it's an old crafting mat, and like I said, the weird part about it is people are buying it almost immediately as soon as I put it up. Even if I put up like 8 stacks of it, it's gone. So I'm looking through what I've posted. I do not see it. Let me double check my bank real quick. I know you guys can't see this, but bear with me. Okay, we're going to shut down the game for a second. So you're going to go to a black screen here in just a moment. And that's okay, because we're going to fix the game for you and exit Cortex, because I was using Razer Cortex. That's supposed to help. And wow, you can still even see there, like my desktop. Yes, those are my cats. That just looks horrible. Horrible, I say, horrible. Maybe we'll stop the stream and bring it back in to see if that clears it up. So bear with me just a quick moment, and I'll be right back. We should be coming back online for you, and things seem to be clearing up. Yay! It is that program that was slaughtering it. So sorry about that, folks. So we are coming into the game, and I'm going back into my bank alts. And I don't know if this is actually going to create... Oh no, it looks like it's still staying in the same one. Sweet. So we didn't quite lose everything there. That's a good deal. Alright. Okay, so as I was saying, I was looking into the items that I've been selling, and they're selling for good amounts. So we'll talk about that here in just a moment. The reason I do that, what you just saw, is to kind of help pick up the graphics a little bit better. Okay, so motes of air, if you get enough of those, you turn them into primal air. And I've been getting the primal airs and putting them up on the auction house. And they're selling almost as quick as I get them. I mean, it's crazy. You can see Spirits of Harmony are selling like, they sell really good for a high price. You know, right now, just those 3 is 555 gold, even with 87 auctions on there. So you could make some good gold in there, and just by simple little crafting mats that you didn't think still would be of anything. Now I do have 3 Coalfist Groundlings, and they've gone down big time in price. Had them up a few days ago at, I think it was 1100 or 1500, and I almost put one up, but then I thought, nah, I'll wait, because when we get closer to the patch, people are going to be jumping back in at that time, and we're going to probably sell them. I am putting a crap ton of these Gnomish Army knives up there because, you know, it kind of boosts your mining, herbalism, and skinning. So people are going to want to get those. And it's only 11 gold, and it didn't take me much to make them. So, I mean, it's just easy. So, okay, here we go. This is the first open for the gold that I've made this week. And as you can see, only 13,000. Not a good week for me, but here you can see 11 Spirits of Harmony went for 1985. Those Primal Airs, 8 of them. 6,079 gold. So, and that was just 8 primal airs. Imagine if I put a whole stack of 200 up there. Oh man, that would be the killer right there. And I need to just go spend the time and do that. But everything else is, you know, obviously transmog gear, even the glyph, the spectral raptor, you know, the glyph went up there. And some Frostweave cloth, only 233 gold. So you can see it was just little gold items that went up. So we're just going to go ahead and open those up and take them. And I do have another item on the auction house. It's a very rare item. If you get it and you can make it a level 23 or 25, I suggest doing that. And that's that Spine Claw Crab right there. That's going for 325k. Now there is 3 other auctions on there right now, and the regional market is at 42,000. So I mean, you could make some good gold depending on what it is on your server, but just on my server alone, there's 3 of them, so 325. So I'm really hoping that's going to sell, and I boosted that to a 25 the other day, and so now I'm hoping it's going to sell. But check this out. Ghost Iron Bolts. I have enough to craft a full 200. But I thought I would check it out, see what 40 of them would go for. and right now 40 is going for 10,000 gold. So there's crazy little mats that can actually still make you stuff. Make you a pretty penny. Tranquil. Oh, he went up in price. The Tranquil Mechanical Yeti. Recently, he was only in at a couple of hundred, and so he's gone up in price big time. I did some Vantis ruins. I was trying to see if which ones would make gold, and I've also done some enchantments because I wanted to see, how well those are going. They're not moving as fast as anyone would tell you they are. The transmog, I'm starting to see it slowly move fast. So there is a chance that I could come in next week with a much higher, intake on gold. Now, I will go down in my gold because I've got 3 days left to buy a token, and go into the bank here. We're going to deposit the 13,000 that we just got. So I've got 268,800 in there, and then of course that up there. What is the token going for this week? 205. It's going down. I might still write it out and see where we go from there. I don't know. Okay, so let's go to the next tune, who also has probably about 354, I think was the last number I saw in there for auctions. And, he has a good amount of gold items in there too. So let's see. We definitely have mail, but it's probably going to be a lot of expired. So, yeah. And remember what I said when with this add-on, you come in and you're going to have, it's going to kind of slow you down. Now you can see though, I'm running decent. So, there we go. And so 189 mails to go through, and shows that some things sold. So we're going to leave those in there to take a look at. Going to bounce from here to the auction house and then back to the mailbox and try to go through this. So you kind of get to go through my routine, and you see what I'm going to do, what I always go through to make things happen. Now I'm only pulling out the expired stuff. So when we come back and that's refreshed, we'll know again, how much gold's in there and so forth. So if you haven't gotten the Trade Skill Master, I really strongly suggest you get it. And I need to go hunt down that video for you. I've shared it with other people, off the YouTube, but I'll try to find it and put a link in there so we can share it with you in there, so you can go through the routine. It shows you how to do the sniper, and it shows you how to set up, actually Hazelnutty Games is the one that shows you how to set up everything to sell in your auctions, okay? And I do think I have a link to her on my homepage for YouTube, so you can go check it out there. And then the other one is for sniper. So if you want the sniper one, please let me know in the comments, and I'll go ahead and post that one and we'll get it. Look at this. A green bow. A green bow selling for 14,000 gold. And I think it's this one right here. Yep. So, and then this other one's only selling for 127, but it's the transmog look, and I've seen what it looks like. It just looks like a stick. I don't get why it's so high priced, but some people want that. So you get opportunities to get some good transmog, and this is where I say I know the transmog stuff's really going to sell, because people are going to start coming back, and when they start catching up on the videos of what's suggested about what's coming up and what's going to happen, they're going to want to quickly jump on, oh, let me get my transmog looks, because I'm not going to be able to get it ever again, or I'm not going to get it unless I level that tune up and then run them through these dungeons. So it's just that panic mode they get into, and so they're going to rush to try to make get things and do their transmogs and look all pretty about it. All right, here we go. Back to the mailbox. I keep wanting to say email. So, okay, we don't get to see the full gold amount yet. We got a lot of expired auctions. This is the routine. I mean, if you really want to get into the gold making, this is what it's like. You have to take the time and go through this. And this is a daily routine for me before I start doing anything on my other tunes. So it seems tedious, it seems hard, but think about it. I've already made over 200K in 2 weeks when I started doing this. Enough to buy a game token. We're coming up to the end of that, 3 more days. And in that time, I've gotten that back plus extra. So, you know, as I said, it's not like I can't do it. I do want to make it to the million gold mark, and then we'll push to go to the next one and see what happens. I really strongly, from what I'm learning and watching other people do, I really strongly believe if a lot depends on your server. You might want to look at what sells on your server, what's really pushing for you there, because where some might say, oh, well, the transmog, I'm making millions on transmog, I'm struggling on the transmog, but that's my server. Certain mats, oh my gosh, I'm selling these mats like crazy, and I wouldn't think that I would have. It doesn't seem like people are doing that, but they are getting them. So there's a lot of things you might want to look at, potions and so forth. Now, I did hear something that you're going to like going into BFA, and this is the big money maker. So I'm going to say this one time. If you are listening, this is your chance to make your gold. When BFA starts, fish like crazy and put that fish up on the auction house. Stacks of 200, and make sure you put them up for a really hefty price so we drive the market up high. And the reason is, they need the fish for several things. There's an oil that they can get out of it. There's, quite a few things that's going to be needed for. Plus, it's going to also be needed for foods that they're going to want and so forth. So there's more than one use in the fish in BFA, so you want to jump on that opportunity while you can. Now, here's an extra catch. There's a particular fish, if you catch 200 of those, you get a mount. So it's totally worth doing just for another mount. So you want to spend some time doing that. If you haven't gone after your angler fishing pole, you only got some are estimating July 11th, which is this coming up Tuesday, so before the patch drops. So if you haven't gone and done everything on that, I really strongly suggest you go and get it. And I don't know, here's my problem. I don't know if you're going to get all the abilities with it, because I've been trying the abilities with it, and I'm not, once they did the quest chain to, basically retire your weapon, it did it to the fishing pole as well. And now I can't pick talents in the fishing pole to, be able to do the port to the other fish, or the, walking on water, or the special swimming underwater stuff. I can't do any of that. So I don't know if that's going to just kind of be boosted into BFA or what. I'd like to find out. Some say you can still put talents into it by getting the special fish and so forth. I've tried, and it doesn't look like it's really worked for me as well. So, I don't know. We're going to find out, especially when BFA drops. It's the only way I know we can do it. And so forth. Alright, so we're running through this. This should be the last one, and the next time we come to this mailbox after posting all this stuff, we'll say how much gold he's made. So hopefully it's a good amount of gold, and we'll find out, right? And start the post. And as I said with Trade Skill Master, TSM, there's a lot of times the transmog gear, for some reason, needs to be posted, or go back in there and you have to re-add it. I don't know why it does that. It's the only gear that it does that to, which is a transmog gear. It doesn't do it to patterns, it doesn't do it to pets, it doesn't do it to stackable items. Only the transmog gear. I don't know if it's a glitch in my system or if anyone else has the same problems with it. I really would like to find out. As you can see, some of the plans that I put in here are like only 2 gold, but hey, gold is gold, as I said before. You know, if you want to try to make that happen, not to mention, I just don't want to get stuck with the pattern, and it's not cheaper to sell it to the vendor, not yet at least. So I'll just keep posting it up there. Now I know some people are saying, "Well, you're losing money by doing that." Well, I'm losing, a couple of silver at the most, not the gold that it would take. If you add it all up, yeah, maybe. Uh, but it's just, I guess that's all I can say is, it's just a risk you want to take. If I sell one item for over 200 and something gold, then I made it up, and then some. So I guess it's your viewpoint on it. Wow, I just posted something that just undercut one of my guildies. Oops. Hopefully he's not watching, because then I might hear about it later. I'm just kidding. Okay, here we go. Final post, and then we'll go back to the mailbox and see what we've got. You can see some of the transmog gear for 10,000, 11,000. So, as I said, there's stuff up there that people want, and so we'll just keep pushing. Okay, well, it looks like altogether 4,849. See, bad week for me. You remember that what I said in one video is I think a lot of it also depends on the words I hate, RNG. And as you can tell, mine is the worst. But we'll get through this. Oh yeah, I did put 2 stacks of silver mackerel because I was fishing and getting my 1 tune up all the way, and I said, well, I'll give it a shot and see what happens. So I put 2 stacks up there, and they sold, believe it or not, a couple days ago. Pattern for a robe, the crafted malevolent gear, one of the bows for 145 gold, and Dark Star. Oh, that must be a transmog because I don't think I crafted that. So there you go. Another 4,000 gold right there. So altogether, we'll just say, put it all together, probably 18,000 gold made this whole week. So you're going to have weeks that's not going to be perfect. There's going to be slow weeks, and then there's going to be some amazing weeks that just get you fired up to want to keep doing it. Don't give up. That's the number one thing, is whatever you do, just don't give up, because you can end up making the gold that you're looking for, but when you give up, that's when it stops and you don't make it anymore. Alright guys, I'm going to pop out of here, and I will catch you guys on the flip side. Let me know what you think, how your gold things are going. You can tell me in the comments below, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button. On that point, you have a wonderful week, and we'll see you next time.